Merry Christmas, everyone! We decorated our tree last night and it's looking real cute, but our windows are looking a little bare. So I'm going to be making stained glass cookies that we can use to decorate the windows and also eat. They're a lot of fun. I've got the recipe right here. They'll turn out something like that, depending on what cookie cutters I have. But it's a really basic cookie dough recipe, and so I'm just going to make it off camera because you guys don't need to watch me do cookie dough over and over, especially since I've got a few other recipes I'm also going to be trying that are just basic cookie dough. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I will jump back on here to show you how to make them into stained glass cookies rather than regular cookies. So I will see you in a few. Okay, I'm really frustrated with this cookie dough. It did not hold together at all, and when I rolled it out and tried to use the cookie cutters, and because you have to do a cookie cutter and then you have to cut out the middle and then you have to cut out a little hole for like the string to hang them up, and I've done that sort of thing before, and this cookie dough just was not holding together at all. When I tried to lift it with my like fish lifter that always works with cookies, always, it just crumbled and fell apart into like a bajillion pieces. And so I added like a third of a cup of butter. I just kept adding a little bit more and a little bit more. But to get it to like properly mix, I had to warm up the dough a little bit, but now it's too warm and I'm rambling because I'm frustrated. But I have it sitting here in the snow, hopefully to cool down a little bit. And we'll see if it works. If not, I'll just do the same sort of thing, but with a sugar cookie recipe that I know works because we've made them before. But yeah, because this is a new recipe and I'm not liking it at all. It's really difficult to work with. So I tried one after letting it sit outside for a while, and look, the candy has melted all over the place because the edge broke and it's practically frying because of all the butter that's in the dough, but it doesn't hold together without the butter. Oh my gosh. Maybe I just better not bake anymore, huh, Ziva? Alright, that was take one. Here's take two. We'll see if it's any better. I added some flour to the batter, to the dough. When I opened the oven, smoke came pouring out. Okay, it's supposed to be 12 minutes, but we're going to do 10 just to monitor it. Smoke came pouring out. I had to open the door. Ziva's all nervous, but you know what? I'm not giving up on this dough. I think I was successful. I used a different cookie cutting technique and I added flour to the dough, but we will see once I try to take it off the pan, because it says to leave it until it's totally cold, presumably so that the candy pops off. Anyway, I'm going to do some dishes in the meantime. I'm not going to bake the rest because I don't want to waste dough and candies if this one doesn't turn out. Alright, they appear to have worked. I used orange because I didn't want to waste my Christmas colors in case they didn't. But it's hanging by its string, and the candy stayed, and the cookies in one piece, It's a little bit of a greasy cookie on the back. I don't know if you can tell. You can see that shine. I don't know how it tastes either, but they're mostly meant for decoration. So I'm going to show you what I did. Basically, I hand mixed the ball of dough until it was the consistency that I'm used to for cookies, which is stays together and not sticky and not super oily. Then I hand pressed it, rolling it for this, because you can see it's crumbling quite a bit on the edges, so rolling it doesn't really seem to work. Then, so once I had enough of the cookie, I made sure that, see, this crack is kind of coming in the edge, so I'm going to try to patch that a little bit. There we go. See, that's a bit better. So then I put the hole, and I actually punched the hole first, and then the cookie around it so that it all had to stay together, and then the straw for the hole at the top, and then I pulled it out and put it on the tray with the candy sitting in the center. So we'll see. Woo! Alright, so this is the finished result. The blue and the green candies basically melted down to the same color, but that was just the candies I used. Honestly, these were kind of the only ones worth displaying, and the amount of time it took for this to happen. They're really cute, but most of them turned out like this, where the candies just melted all over the outside of the star, and they're just gross looking. This was the first attempt. This one, like, some of them the candies melted so that you can't even get the string through the hole, and then I baked them less so that the candies didn't bubble up and over, and then the cookies are just like underbaked and crumbling, right? These are the only ones that ended up, like, out of like 40 cookies. It was supposed to make 40 cookies. These are the only usable ones plus the ones on the string. So in total, I would say this recipe is a no for me. It's a cute idea, but not worth the hours I put into doing it.